and I hate to say it, but we got to get into Justin Baldoni again, y'all. The Justin Baldoni Blake Lively mess just keeps on going. So you guys are already aware, we've done quite a few videos of this, including reading the lawsuit in its entirety, that Blake Lively sued Justin Baldoni and his PR team for waging a smear campaign against her. Well, now Justin is being sued by his own ex-publicist. And in this lawsuit, something that a lot of the outlets neglected to report on, which is why you really have to read the lawsuits that these people are filing, because articles will just be written like, oh, Justin's being sued by his ex-PR team, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't even get into the meat of it. And I've got receipts on the meat of what these lawsuits entail. So one of his former PR people who is suing him is saying that not only are they suing him, but they're suing other people who used to work for her in her company. And she's like, listen, Justin, you and these people who all conspire to run a smear campaign against Blake Lively, y'all don't even like each other. FYI, they think you suck. So let's take a good look at what exactly was happening here. And I gotta say, Melissa Nathan, Jennifer Abel, you guys are not very smart ladies, because you keep on popping up in these files, in these lawsuits, saying a lot of very incriminating things in writing. Why are you guys putting these things in writing? You work in PR. You should know better than anybody not to leave a paper trail. So this is some of the proof that she has that the other PR agents that were working in her company were colluding against her, right? So this is from Melissa to Jennifer saying, hey, once you're gone, we will be on accounts together and make really good money and be happy. I'm sorry, how stupid is that message? The next one, it says, let's just keep it steering that way. And you take this effing client and never talk to her again, I swear. So to me, it seems like she, like Blake Lively, has a slam dunk case, not necessarily against Justin Baldoni here, right? But also against Justin Baldoni, because she uses the same text messages, but also against her former employees who are now clearly in black and white attempting to throw her under the bus and steal her clients. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Melissa, Jennifer, you guys are just a mess. And I agree with Ali. Why are they not just doing voice memos? Like Theo says, it just keeps getting messier. When will this end? When will this end? And that is not all, you guys. There were more messages leaked, okay? So as part of the lawsuit, it also says that there wasn't any sincere appreciation for Baldoni, as was Nathan and Abel's motivation. Abel's candid communications revealed that she, in fact, held Baldoni personally in extremely low regard. So just as a refresher, these girls, or these ladies who were tasked with destroying Blake Lively at the alleged behest of Justin Baldoni, they keep on getting caught in text messages saying that this man is trash behind the scenes, yet they don't feel bad that they have to spin the narrative to make Blake out to be the bad guy. So this is a message that Jennifer Abel had sent to somebody whose identity has been concealed. It says, and I quote, I can't stand him. He's so pompous. A men's retreat during release? Is he crazy? And being off the grid for the summer because he's just so overworked, like, calm down. You're not that important. And nobody gives an ish how hard your life is. He doesn't need a retreat. He needs to be humbled. When this movie flops, he's going to try to blame every person around him for it. So there you go. They're saying this man is just not a great guy behind the scenes. And listen, Jennifer, you say he needs to be humbled, and look at life doing just that. Life has humbled the hell out of Justin Baldoni. I don't know how he's going to be able to work in Hollywood again. He already was not that big of an actor. He was a very, very, very niche actor. Like Tadisha says, he was a star in James the Virgin on the CW, but that wasn't like a huge show, or anything like that. It was successful enough, but it wasn't major. And now being leaked that he's allegedly a creep behind the scenes and that he would do this to cover up his alleged creepiness, a mess. a mess. Michelle, I've been specifically looking for the movie because of all of the drama. And, I imagine that I'm going to be like you, where it's going to be super difficult to go ahead and watch. And you know what, Theo, I'm kind of wondering, is this kind of some kind of like incel men's rights retreat or what? A mess. So there actually were more text messages leaked here. So let me go ahead and share them with you. So Jennifer Abel was also featured saying, and this is an email actually, um, he may fire us because even if we put together an amazing campaign, it's not going to change the fact that he is so unlikable and unrealistic as a leading man. There's no chemistry with him and Blake. You and I both know that she will be resistant to promote this movie, and press will be reluctant to do anything with Justin without Blake being part of it. So, those are my thoughts. Again, very, very inappropriate thoughts. Why are you using a work email to communicate this? Like, what part of this is appropriate at all? Right. And then there was also more emails or texts that proved that Jennifer just could not stand this man. She had emailed someone talking about a scene in which Justin was kissing Blake, and she said that it was so cringy. She also said, she was referencing his face being cringy. And then the respondent shared an email with Jennifer in response saying, yeah, Blake was probably grossed out too. And then Jennifer said yes and filed a cease and desist. Again, slam dunk case. This lawsuit against Justin and his PR team is only going to help Blake as well, because these messages prove that the people working for Justin, in charge of leading this campaign against her, alleged campaign, right? They knew, or they felt behind the scenes, that Blake had been lodging very credible complaints, and that Justin was not a pleasant person to be around, and that he wanted to hide it by attempting to bury Blake Lively. And that is just a mess, honestly. 2024 just will not let up. We only have about 5 days left, and it is still gagging us. I am still on the edge of my seat over this. This is not something I expected to come out of the year. Again, just based off of me falling for the smear campaign, I would have thought that if anybody was going to go ahead and sue anybody, it would have been Justin suing Blake, potentially for failure to properly promote the film or anything like that. Or maybe Blake and Ryan, suing Blake and Ryan, because, all the stories that came out that Ryan was overly involved, blah, blah, blah. But to hear that behind the scenes, it was actually the complete opposite of what we all thought, has been wild. Absolutely wild.